Hey there, welcome to the Vegan Corner. Today's recipe is considered traditional basically all over the world. It's white bread. We thought that this preparation was a good starting point for the bread section of our channel, as it is very easy to make and pretty much every person on this beautiful planet has come across it. If properly prepared, white bread can be the perfect accompaniment for almost every meal, be it a sweet or a savory one. The ingredients you need to prepare this delicious bread are in the description down below the video. But beware, there aren't many. To make the bread, let's start by adding all the flour and the yeast into a large bowl and stir in the ingredients well to combine them. Pour in all the non-dairy milk and mix with a fork until you obtain a sort of rough dough. Now it is time to get your hands dirty, but you will be relieved to know that there is no crime involved. Start by simply kneading the dough until roughly combined. Transfer the dough onto a working surface and knead it for at least 5 minutes or until it becomes smooth. If you have never really got into baking your own bread, then you are really missing out. If you regularly bake and eat your own bread, then we know that nothing beats freshly prepared homemade breads. The bouquet of aromas that spreads all over the house whilst baking really turns the task of preparing bread into a real pleasure. Once the dough has reached the right consistency, dust it with some flour, place it into a bowl and cover it with a kitchen towel. Place the bowl in a warm place and let the dough rise for 1 hour. Some people like to place the dough inside the bed to rise, as it apparently has the perfect temperature for homemade breads. However, I prefer to keep my personal life and my work life separate, if you know what I mean. Anyway, once the time has elapsed, the dough will have roughly doubled in size, and that's not only perfectly normal, but also what we were looking for. Now transfer the dough onto the working surface and gently pat it down into a flat shape. Take one side of the shape and fold it 1/3 of the way over the rest of the dough. Take the other side of the dough and stretch it over the first fold. Now, grab the side of the dough closest to you and start rolling it over the remaining dough to obtain the final loaf shape, just like as you can see here. Now, depending on the tin you are using, you might need to shape the dough to make it better match with the size of the tin. For the sake of being thorough, we are using 1 pound 500 grams loaf tin for this quantity of flour. Now cover the tin with a kitchen towel and let the dough rise for another hour in the same warm place, preferably away from the bedroom. Once the time has elapsed, preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 380 degrees Fahrenheit. Once the oven is at the right temperature, bake the bread for 25 minutes, removing the towel from the tin to avoid burning down your house, and more importantly, your bread. Once the cooking time is up, you should have one of the most amazing white breads you have ever seen sat in front of you. Look at that! I can think of a minimum of 10 sweet and savory preparations to make with this wonderful bread, and they are all sure to taste quite delicious. Please let us know how you feel about breads in general. We believe that preparations like this might confuse some people at first, but at the end of the day, they are very easy and pleasurable to make. Many thanks for watching this video, and if you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up to the next delicious recipe.